Okay, now, we're here to get an interview with Bobby Jackson. Now, first of all, he's fresh out of prison after serving 2 to 3 years for assaulting the white officer for calling him a nigger. You know what I'm saying? You know how the times be, you know. He out here wanted to tell us about his life and what he's doing now and how he wants to change things. He don't get to change things and stuff like that. Now, here we are here, Bobby Jackson. How's it going, my man? Ain't nothing much, you know what I'm saying? Doing the best I can. Do it the best you can. Now, tell us, tell us what is your real name and where you were born and who you were from, who your family is, man. Tell us about your early life. My name is Robert Theodore Jackson. I will later become a senior after having a son named after me. Yeah. I was born the 30th of January 1918. So I'm 27 right now. 27. Yep. I forgot this is the year 1945. Yeah. Everybody said that you was you was a great little boy. You was a precious little boy. Like all the girls love you and everything like that. Even when you was a child. Yeah, that is true. Tell me how's that? Probably because I get it from my brother and something like that. You know what I'm saying? Halbert Jr. I get it from him. Cause he used to be the same way, you know. And everything like that. I'm asking you, how many siblings you have? I have 14. 14 siblings? Yeah, 14. Well, for my father, but not my mother. My mother didn't have no more children but me. I'm an only child. My daddy had that many kids before he had me. I'm the baby. I'm the youngest child, so yep, the last born. That's crazy. So altogether it's 15 of y'all? Yep, 15. Dang. I know. Well, tell me what's your parents' name. My parents' names are Halbert Jackson Sr., my father, and my mother's name was Lula Smith. Oh, I forgot her name. Is it Lula Smith or Lula? I don't know. I forgot her last name, but I know her name is Lula. And her name is Lula. Okay. And tell me what's going on between you and your mother getting arrested when you was 10 and had to spend a day in prison. No, I had to spend a day in jail behind bars and then later would get out. Tell me about that. That was rough, you know, cause we really didn't did anything, you know, so they actually doing this tortured us like that because we're black. So you know how black people get tortured by white people nowadays. And so this is all the racism and the segregation been going on from back to back to back to back, all this type of stuff. And so when we went to jail, you know what I said, that was like the worst nightmare of my life in real life, you know. And my father really did rebel us out. He's just too busy getting smoking and drinking and getting high, getting drunk and all that type of stuff, and getting evil. What do you mean by evil, Bobby? I mean, he will knock me out, beat me in time. Wow. Yep. Anything that he basically doesn't like and can take it, he will beat me. He will beat the hell out of me until he stopped. Until he can't do it anymore. Wow, man, that's messed up. Yeah, it really is. Anybody done nothing to the old man? Wow, I did not know that. Why you said that your life would change when you was 11 or 12? When I was 11 or 12, you know, everything was doing better. You know, it's getting better ever since. Everything in my life just really changing really good. Because I wouldn't have to do with my father abusing no more. Because, you know, It started because my father died when I was 11 or 12. Wow. Yep. So that's what started. So that's what made my life change. Because of that, I've been happy ever since. Because I'm out of the abusive relationship. I'm out of the abusive trauma thing, man. Wow. How old was your father when he died? He was 72. I was 11, 12 years old. Wow. Yeah, my father was happy at 16, to let you know, by the way. Dang. Yep. Okay, so what happened between you and your mother after your father died? Um, she would have much later, around Christmas time or almost Christmas time. So she would bring. It was around Christmas time, yeah. She would bring a new boyfriend, that she never get to tell me. They've been on and off for a while, and she never told me anything about him. But he would come to the home, and he get the picture, disgusting thing he ever did, get drunk. The most disgusting thing he ever did was pee on the turkey. What? Who the hell would pee on a turkey? Who does something like that? I don't know. That's disgusting thing and trifling. Ain't got no guidance to what he's supposed to do. He's a grown old man acting like a little baby, peeing all everywhere. Get drunk. Yeah. And so I was 12 years old at the time. I grabbed the shovel, and I got a block of ices, and I drew the line on the dirt. I told him to come outside. And my mom washed me, and I told this dude, if you cross that line, I'll take this shovel in my hand and I'll kill you with it. I'ma kill you. He started laughing. Crossed the line. Grabbed my bare hands on the shovel with block of ice. Bam! Knocked him straight out. Knocked him straight out to sleep. Whoa, my God. My God, all right. And what happened after that? The cops would come, and it would say he's unconscious, but he's not dead. They say to my mom, when he wakes up, one of these two things are going to happen. Either he's going to kill him, or he's going to kill him. One of these two gotta go. So, my mom looked at me and told the boyfriend, she looked at her own son, which is me, and says, you gotta go, you're out. Grab your stuff and just get out of my house. So, I'm out, I'm gone. Dang, that's messed up, actually. Really is messed up. Because I haven't done anything to the woman. She wanna get on me for no reason. You dig what I'm saying? So, I ain't got to deal with this woman anything because she really even, try to be the best person for real, She been doing this all around and stuff. Everything. So I grab all my things, put me on a flight. I fly all the way to New York where my brother lives. My brother and sister lives. I moved there, lived with my brother for a year until he passed the next year later from a drug overdose, which led me to move with my sister after that. Yep. Everybody said that you got famous, saying that you start your career getting famous and stuff at 1931. So, you might tell us about that? I decided to, start to get famous and all because everybody in the neighborhood figured out that I got a gifted voice. So I, they're willing to take that as a responsibility I would think I am now, because I really didn't want to get famous. I just want to be a normal boy. So what if I got to get the voice and I got to get the dance skills moves. They want me to start getting the group, so I started getting to make it form in a group with somebody. I forgot this dude named Michael. Me and this dude named Michael Arden, we were good friends from school, and we used to form a group together called the Munchkins. The little Munchkins, because we were cute and everything like that. But let's not get to the point. Called the Munchkins, and we got like 3 other groups. Because a total of 5 of us, and we started to do it as our best. We was the top of the world, top of the world. I played the piano too. I started playing it ever since I got my solo. Ever since I've been by myself and getting rich and famous by myself, I've been playing pianos and stuff. I'll be dancing, singing, playing pianos. I never played the pianos with the rest of the group. I never get to do that. I was the background singer. Background singer. And I used to take over a lot. And I'm not even the lead. I'm supposed to be the background. And everybody say, Bobby, what are you doing? You're not even supposed to steal the show. You can steal the show, but you ain't even supposed to be up here. You're supposed to be in the back with us as a background singer. I said, you better shut up. I don't give a damn. I'll do whatever I want to. So I went out there. I sang. I took over the show by myself, basically. Everybody was getting happy, getting all me and all this type of stuff. So after the show and stuff, this is a year later. This is a year later after that. After the show, we started getting into a lot of fights, all this type of stuff. It was like, Bobby, why you always gotta think that you're the best? You really ain't that best. And I was like, I don't got to be the best. I could be greater, probably greater than y'all. And I was like, I'll get out of this group anyway. And they said, that was a great idea. So how about everybody raise your hand and vote that Bobby should be out? Everybody raised their hand. So that's why I got real heated with Michael. We were just good friends. Got heated with Michael. He started pushing me, and I started punching him right to the face because I hate being touched that way. You touch me, I'll kill you. I'm straight up. I'm not the one to play with. So we get to a fight. Me or the rest of the group would get to a fight. All the sorts of cases. And everybody started screaming and everything, singing, what's going on? What's going on? Why are they yelling and fighting at each other? And I forgot that this whole entire time I hid a gun and the sofa this whole time. So I get to the sofa. I was so pissed. I grabbed the sofa, grabbed the gun, and started shooting at Michael. What? Yeah, man. And that's when I got sent to jail, right behind bars for 5 days. After 5 to 10 days, I could have got long. I could have got longer, but since I'm a minor and young, so they think I ain't gonna save that time. They decided to let me off with a warning, but they still gonna get me behind bars for 5 to 10 days in jail behind bars. for attempted murder, basically. Oh, he survived. Michael survived the shooting. Yeah, that's just what happened. So I've been out of the picture since. And has the group ever got back to get? Has a group, even though when you left, has the group still formed? Uh, Nah, I don't think they perform at all anymore. Ever since almost killed Michael, everything shut down. The group shut down. Because, he was the best singer. He was the lead singer, actually. He was the lead singer. And, all the girls loved his voice, and everybody loved his voice. Yeah. Kind of messed up how I did that, though, but I just had to defend myself. Reality. Wow. Tell me, so where is the year where you got your solo career? It had to be 1933. January 1933. That's where I got my solo career. I haven't got my career back since. I've been in jail, I get in trouble in school, everything, been in and out of juvenile and everything. So yeah, it's been rough for me until it changed my life when I met this beautiful woman who's currently my wife now. Her name is Alois Maple Thomas. Alois Maple Thomas. We met at school, and then we talked again at the gym. Yeah, we had the same class together. I just gotta say that it haven't been really much arguments or all this type of stuff. Say we used to have a little argument, all this type of stuff. And that's why I yell and get aggressive with her, all this type of stuff. To let her know that I'm not the one to play and get tough at. Don't get tough on me, I'll get tough on you. I end up throwing hands on you. Men ain't really supposed to throw hands on women, like, generally, at all. But they do, to defend themselves, women actually do throw hands at them. That's why they have to throw them back. But one time, don't actually try to fight them like a man, because they ain't men. Me, what I did to try to do to Michael was different. Really different. So, yeah. Ready to have your first child. The same year when I got my own career back, but by myself. What's your name? We have a son named Bobby Theodore Jackson Jr., which is Bobby Jr., which is my firstborn child, is my son. Since he's the junior, I'm now Robert Theodore Jackson the senior, which makes me Bobby Jackson Sr., which kind of sucks. Too young to be a senior. Yeah. Remember why we had a son young? Because we was having unprotected sex. I went to her house last night, Her parents wasn't even home. She was literally by herself with her siblings. Because, she's the eldest. She's the firstborn child out of 10 kids, so, wow. Oh, yep. So, she would take care of siblings, but she called me over, told her to come over here, and we started, getting in the room. We watched television together and all that good stuff. Watched the Three Stooges. The Three Stooges, what they called, yeah. We would get it together. Where we had unprotected sex was months after we got to, after we was, together. This was around August this was on the summertime, July 1932. We was having unprotected sex and stuff. And she was pregnant, all that stuff. Had Bobby Jr. at March 1933. Yep, that's kind of crazy. Say, huh? Where did y'all got married? We got married weeks after I got out. I told her I was gonna get married as soon as I get out. Days after I get out, it ended up happening weeks. Cause me and her and Lois became engaged. Got engaged while I was still serving time in prison for assault. I got locked up, went to prison for 2-3 years, sentenced that time, and around 5 days before Christmas, this was on December 20th, 1938. That's what I served 2-3 years. And I got out in 1943. January 1943, like 5 days before my birthday, I got out. And so, yeah, kind of tough. We got married, we got married at the gym, but we got married privately because nobody even really came. Everybody was watching, but they can't even get in. They just made it privately. I got married privately, so yeah. Everybody listened to watched outside. And when I got out, I was a happy man. That's how I saw my baby mama, Chantel Jack Johnson. She getting mad talking about having been there for my son. You know, his name O'Kelly. I've been there for my son O'Kelly. You know what I'm saying? That's why I grabbed her, put him in a chokehold. Talk about why you haven't been there for your son. I've been in his life since day one. Even when I was in prison, and when I got out of prison, I've been there for him. My son literally told me that he never liked his mom because when I was in prison, she been doing the most stupid stuff and weirdest stuff, creepy stuff in the world, and I can't even imagine. I can't even stand. I don't want to say, but it was bad, and that's why he hates her now. That's why he been living with his, he been living with he been living with his grandma. Her mom, which is Chantel's mom. He been living with Chantel's mom, his grandma. My mom still lives in New York. Still lives in Philadelphia, even though she kicked me out. But yeah, I play. Say, what did you do? Say, you play. By the way, you say you play the piano again? Yeah, I play piano. I'm a pianist also. Go add, I was the beast mode to come play the piano and dancing, singing, all the above. And that's where I got the name. They named me as the king of the breakdown jazz. Because I dance, sang, and play as a beast mode. I was going crazy when it comes to doing all this stuff. And I won a lot of awards from that. Ever since I've been in prison, I began to a lot of fights, a lot of crime, more time at it. Everybody claiming me, saying that I killed a boxer and a pianist, Stone Malone. But that didn't really happen. He got killed by one of the other prisoners, but not me, though. I have a girlfriend named Joanna Fight. I killed her because She threatened to kill me, threatened to kill my son, Bobby Jr., and my wife, Lois. That's what she really said. So she basically tricked on me this whole time, thinking that she loved me, but she really don't. So I killed her, because I don't play with the culture of my own family. And I had another girlfriend named Cassandra Jones. She's a black woman secretly in love with a white officer, the officer that I hated. So that's why I wanted to kill her, but I ended up beating her down. Call her, yo, cheater too many times because I was heated. I wanted to kill her bad, but you know what I'm saying? Till that one time, I ain't gonna go through all that. Yeah, I got out, did what I did, you know. I did the best I could. Try to change my life the best I can. Hopefully, I hope so. Hopefully I'll go back there and do the same thing again now. You know what I'm saying? Well, you have, how many children? I have 10. 10 kids? Yep. 10 different women. Wow. I want all 10 of them with Lois, but I be having too many women on my ass, man. So, Big Daddy Bobby gotta get his thing on. He gotta get busy up here now. I'm just saying. But I was great having all them kids, but all them women, though. Chantel was one of my biggest mistakes. Because she's a real nice snake. Because she really did something bad to my son. And I don't want my son to commit suicide for what his mama did to him. I don't want to lose a child for that. Because a lot of children be committing, want to take their own life of the drama their parents be giving them. So, yeah, man. So I was the same way with my father. Until he died, that's why my life changed. He was the worst mistake, man. He really beat me down like I'm not his son. He's not my son, you know what I'm saying? That's what really got me. But yeah, I'm blessed to have all them men. I really do. Okay, so tell me what would you do in the future? What would you like to go back and tell your 18 to 20-year-old self? What would you say? Don't do drugs. So don't ever do drugs. Even though I'm on drugs now, I've been a drug addict for 5 years. Ever since my sister passed 5 years ago, that's where I started. She passed, and I said that because we was close. Closer than we could ever. I was closer to her. I loved her more than everybody else. So, that deeply affected me. In the same year, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I'll get happy, and the second later, I'll get mad. So, I'll do this every now, so I'm still gonna be happy. Alright. So, how many, what's your son? I don't know what tell me what's your kid's name? My kids' names are Bobby Jr., Duncan, Bobby Day, O'Kelly, Jim, his name Jimmy, Jim, Miles, Monica, Louisa, Louisa. Her real name is Louisiana, but we call her Louisa.
Mm. Uh, Jemiah, Cody, and Cody. That's all. Bobby Jr., Duncan, Bobby Day, Kelly, Jimmy, Miles, Monica, Louisiana, Jemiah, and Cody. Okay. I have 7 sons and 3 daughters. Wow. 10 kids is pretty much a lot to take care of. Yeah, definitely so do from 10 different women of my children. And, well, that's just wide and wild to deal with. The responsibility of your relationship. That's more responsibility, man. Definitely more responsibility to take care of any children. Especially what you say a lot. Oh, I had 10 kids, man. Like, that's just too much of the slack to take it. I know. More responsibility to know about that. Let's say, but yeah, that's just all I would say. Uh, I would thank you for having me here. We wish you the best of luck in the future, Doris, and we'll catch you next time, Bobby Jackson. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me, sir. Bobby Jackson in the house. Let's say, if you do listen to music every day. Bobby Jackson. Thank y'all. Thanks for watching shit.